York strip steak with a mushroom pan sauce.
Fried potatoes with bacon, and sugar snap peas with shallots and mint. Always, 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 we start potatoes in cold water. All right, we peel the potatoes. I love Yukon Gold potatoes. The skins are really thin. Now, I like to keep the tip of my knife on the board, get into the motion of the ocean, right? As soon as they're cut, have your pot of water. Right there, transfer everything. I'm gonna salt this water. So we boil the potatoes with the garlic in there, and it perfumes the entire potato. Ooh.
So these are mushrooms. These are called maitake. This is a very meaty mushroom. I'd like for you to break it with your hand instead of cutting it. For shiitake mushrooms, you should remove the stem. I'm simply pulling it off. You can do a little twist and pull, and it comes right off. For the cremini, I'm gonna cut off a little bit of the bottom. From here, I'm gonna do slices. And then for the shiitake, I'm gonna cut them into fours. And I want every mushroom to have a different texture. And I want you to feel the texture when you're eating them.
We're gonna talk about bacon. I'm just slicing right across the bacon. I'm gonna start cooking these right away because once my potatoes are done, I'm going to saute my potatoes in the bacon fat. In a cold saute pan, I'm rendering. That means I'm melting the fat out of the bacon. So we put this in a saute pan and we kind of spread it out. My potatoes are ready to be drained.
She has a colander in the sink.
There we go. Drain your potatoes and then fill up your pan again with cold water. You want to bring this water to a boil. My potatoes, I'm laying out on my sheet tray. Just let them cool down. Oh, look at, I'm over here. Bacon. My bacon is starting to get soft. It's all spreading out. Once the bacon is brown and crispy, we're gonna take it out and saute the potatoes in that bacon fat and then add the bacon back in. So we are going to be using shallots for two things today. Tiffany's going to be using shallots for the mushroom sauce, and I'm going to be using shallots to saute our sugar snap peas. So look what's going on with my bacon. Yeah, she's looking good. There we go. This is what we're gonna cook the potatoes in. These guys have a little string. Pull the strings off them. Ooh, yeah, there we go. So I have my sugar snap peas. I have my boiling water. Now I have my shocking water. So here we go, right in there. All right, so we're just about back at a boil here. I'm gonna let it go for just like another minute and we're done. Bring your colander back to the sink with you. All right, and so then quickly get it back and we're shocking. It stops the cooking immediately and it sets the beautiful green color. And so you just wanna leave these in there till they're cold and then you pull them out.
So let's talk steak. How many of you love steak? Okay, this here is a New York strip. You wanna make sure that it's nice and dry. Then I'm gonna take my salt and I'm gonna make a thin layer. I'm almost encasing this with salt. I also want pepper here. Same thing. So now I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna season both sides. More salt, I'm hitting every area. All right, so now we're gonna sear. I'm going in, I have a thin layer, being careful. As I lay my steak away from me. You hear that? If you don't hear that, your pan is not hot enough. We wanna brown them, get a little crispy on the outside. We're searing.
Ooh, let's see. Sexy.
We wanna go a little bit more, we're not there. Now that I'm almost to that point, I'm gonna take some garlic. I'm gonna take 2 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna leave it in the shell. So we're gonna add it in to infuse the oil and infuse the steak. Now we flip.
Yum.
Now we flip. You see that? Okay, there you go. This is the fun part. There's a little bit of thyme we're gonna add to this right on top. And I'm gonna add in a little bit of butter. So this is called basting. Tilt it, adding in tons of flavor. I'm gonna take my steak out and I'm gonna let it rest.
So we have mint leaves, minty fresh. These are gonna go in our sugar snap peas. All right, so I have like about 4 leaves there. I'm going to roll them up, and then I'm just going to make long slices through. Chives, a cousin to onions, long slices 1 time through. So remember, back to our bacon fat. So we're gonna turn this on. We're gonna get our pan nice and hot. So I'm heating up my other pan. I'm coating it with olive oil. So there we go. I'm gonna put some shallots in there, a sprinkle of salt. Look at this, potatoes in the pan in that bacon fat. Shake it out so that they cover the surface of the pan. And then, so my peas are already cooked, right? I'm just putting them in there to warm them up and season them with my shallots. A little pinch of salt. We just want to warm it up, and then it's turn it off. Done. We finished with the fresh mint. Peas, done. Potatoes, working.
I'm actually gonna add in a little bit of oil for my mushrooms. The one thing to know about mushrooms is they soak up some oil. So what we are making is what we call a pan sauce. The bottom of the pan still has that meaty flavor. So all the mushrooms will taste very much like the steak. So I'll let it go for a little bit. When it gets nice and golden brown, I'll flip them. Shiitakes are going in. This will happen quickly.
My potatoes, I'm just letting them go. These are just about done. I'm gonna turn my heat off. Bacon, chives.
Yum.
See what we got there? Peas done, potatoes done. Focus on steak sauce.
Time for my creminis to go in. I'm going to add in a little bit of that shallot. When you do add wine, you may have a little bit of some sizzle because the pan is hot. I want the wine to reduce in the pan. I don't want to see the wine pretty much anymore. I am going to season with salt and pepper. It's about demi-glace. We're gonna add in a little bit of thyme, a touch of vinegar, and finish with butter. And all I want to do is bring it together. So we're gonna plate now.
Drop it off the tip of the spoon right on there. Okay, same thing.
Chunks of that mushroom with that sauce. Just a touch, let it fall.